But the important thing is why. Always ask why. If you don't ask the why, we will punish them and we entrench them in the why. So in Kiru, I thank you for what you did the boy child. We forget them. We only deceive ourselves. Ceremony like this, we'll talk big English, sophistry. After that, what do? Parents, when you want to separate or divorce, think about that. One said to me, he said, it happened 5 years ago and I'm okay. I said, you are not okay. That's why you are there. You are not okay. Or you see, they try to be okay. But the circumstances of the society does not make it possible for them to be okay. If I step out of this wall and I walk 5 minutes down, I will show you where they sell drugs. Even my Google in this hotel, you'll be sure. There's nowhere safe for these young people. There's no safe places. The society makes it more because there are no more values. In Kiru, I don't know how you can do it. If you can talk to NOA, they should be pursuing Naira. Somebody dancing with Naira. Nonsense. The bloody waste of our revenue. They should talk about values. Dr. Ibodi said, the way we grow, when Professor Ransom Kuti, he had a car. That was what he gave to his first son who graduated. The car he had used for 12 years. But it meant something to that young man, as it did to you. Last week, there was something in Unibank. A student was killed at the gate of Unibank. 200 level, driving a Mercedes Benz that the BC cannot drive. But who can ask him? No one, because you don't have the moral right to ask him. Because if he asks you what you also do for a living, is a struggle. We need to help the people. We need to help these people. They are struggling. You see, we may say, oh, in our own time, like but what they are facing, we never face. Technology. When they see musicians often smoke, they say, he takes it now, why can't I? 99% of our musicians do drugs. I went to talk in a school in Ibadan. It was a counselor that invited me, got them to invite me. A week after the proprietor's school, he said, do you know something? I sat the guidance counselor. I said, why? He was teaching the students to smoke. Do you know, young boys, do you know you can't eat anything or drink anything outside your house? That's my pledge, my plea to you. A family came to me with their daughter. Get tested positive. So they were wondering. They went to church 2 days before. Ate cake in the church. I'm not joking. So the father said, okay, let me test myself. It too was positive. The cake in the church. So when you are doing party and say your friend sends cake, check it. Nothing is innocent anymore. Not even water. This can be injected. So when you see this young boy, you know what I told the universities? Please let me know when I'm talking too much. You know, I tell universities, I wrote to them, the Christian universities, don't be expelling these students. Nobody wakes up to take drugs. Why they will tell you? Somebody must lead you to it. The first time of use is not by consciousness. Subsequent times become conscious. Because something happens that we never interrogate. If you take, let me say you take dodo. I say, oh, I love dodo. There's something set up in your system that tells you this is good. So anytime you smell dodo or you hear dodo, the same thing happens. There's a center in the brain that is dopamine mediated. Dopamine is hormone of pleasure. So anything you do that you enjoy, it tells you it's lovely. You do it. So these young people, a boy in the university saw his friend that was coming from lecture. He was hungry. He saw his friend eating beans. And he said, after the boy, This your brain is different, oh. The boy had do something. So anytime I say, oh boy, that your brain make we chop. And that was the lead. And so I beg you, parents, and let me also say this baby and then I'm going to sit down. Do not trust dispatch riders. When they come too often to your house, it is not food. Be careful. Thank you, Kiru. God bless you.